Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another legal breaking reporting and video analysis update. We are getting reports of the ongoing, current misuse, illegal, unlawful, private voter data challenge lawsuit between the Department of Justice and Oregon. Let's get into it. This reporting is by the Democracy Docket. Ladies and gentlemen, the article is titled Oregon DoJ Voter Data Access Challenge. United States v. Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, an anti-voting lawsuit seeking to compel Oregon to provide the DoJ with access to its statewide voter registration data. Ladies and gentlemen, the background. And the article reads, the U.S. Department of Justice filed a lawsuit against Oregon and Secretary of State Tobias Reed, Democrat, for refusing to provide information regarding voter list maintenance procedures and statewide voter registration lists. In a July 16 letter, the DOJ requested detailed information on Oregon's voter list maintenance practices. A complete, unredacted copy of the statewide voter registration list and data on ineligible ladies and gentlemen, voters. The DOJ contends that this refusal violates the National Voter Registration Act, the HELP Act, ladies and gentlemen, the Help America Vote Act, and the Civil Rights Act of 1960. And it is asking the court to compel Oregon to turn over the full statewide voter registration list and list maintenance information. Ladies and gentlemen, why it matters? It matters because this marks the latest escalation of the DOJ's efforts to obtain sensitive voter registration data from states across the country. In recent months, the DOJ has intensified its demands for voter information as part of a broader politically charged push aimed at pressuring states to remove voters from the rolls and advancing the Trump administration's unfounded claims of widespread illegal voting. On the same day it sued Oregon, the DOJ also filed a lawsuit against Maine for refusing to provide an unredacted statewide voter registration list. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the latest updates. September 26, 2025, 3 Oregon voters and a nonprofit group filed a motion to intervene, arguing that disclosing registration data to the DOJ containing sensitive personal information like birth dates and partial social security numbers would violate Oregon law and compromise their privacy and civil rights. September 16, 2025, ladies and gentlemen, the DoJ filed its complaint.